Premier League review. We take a look back at the Premier League fixtures which concluded yesterday. Now, the first one on the list is Burnley 0, Chelsea 2. As I stated in my preview, Burnley is just going right back down, and Chelsea playing good football at the moment. Now, that's 3 more points for Chelsea to keep them at the top end of the table. Don't know if they're going to win the Premier League, but I'm positively sure that Chelsea is going to be there or abouts at the end of the season. The second one on the list, which is Wolves 0, Crystal Palace 2. Wolves is just going to be tougher and tougher for them. Now they appoint a new manager, which is a former player in Rob Edwards, who also brought Luton Town to the Premier League. Started off in his first game for Wolves as the manager in a defeat. It's not a good start, but hey, let's see how it goes as the season goes along. Now, Crystal Palace, as I always stated, have a good manager in Glasner, play good football, compact, tight football, and they prove a tough test for any opponents. Now, the third one on the list, which is the defending champion Liverpool, who went to a 3-0 defeat at home to Nottingham Forest, a struggling Nottingham Forest, right? Nottingham Forest nearly beat Manchester United before the international break. So I think that they took much confidence from that game going into the Liverpool game. But the defending champions were at home, and everybody thought that this was going to be an easy pickings for Liverpool. But it just shows you how tough the Premier League is, and it shows you how Liverpool is struggling at the moment. I know that's 6 defeats, and it's not looking good for the defending champions, right? The fourth one on the list, which is Brighton 2, Brentford 1. Now, this game was a very close encounter. And I stated that the two teams were playing good football going to this one. But it's always a tough test to go at the Amex to play against Brighton. And they proved it yesterday by winning 2-1. Even though it's a close encounter, but they still got it over the line, right? The next one on the list, which is Bournemouth 2, West Ham 2. Now, this is a surprise scoreline, because I never expect West Ham United to get a point out of this game. But to just show you again that the new manager that they have in Nuno Santo, I think he's doing fairly good so far. And it proved yesterday they got a point on the road, and it's not easy to go down to Bournemouth and get a point. So well done to West Ham. The next one on the list, which is Fulham 1, Sunderland 0. Now we all know how good Sunderland been playing, right? And they got a point in the last game against Arsenal, which it's not an easy point to get. And for you to get a point against Arsenal as a newly promoted team, you got to be doing something good, right? Now, they slumped to a defeat, in a 1-0 defeat at Craven Cottage to Fulham. Just show you how tough of an opponent they are to lose in 1-0, right? So they just got to go back to the drawing board. It's not a big deal for Sunderland. Now, the final fixtures of the Saturday fixtures, which is Newcastle 2 and Manchester City, the Juggernauts 1. Well, this is not much of a surprise scoreline. As I stated in my preview, it's a tough place to go and play at St. James Park, and they proved that yesterday against the juggernaut Manchester City. Now, Manchester City just about to come into their own. Now have to go back to the drawing board.